On November 13th, 2015, my sister and I were enjoying a glass of wine on a Parisian cafe. This photo was taken less than 20 minutes before she was shot by an ISIS terrorist. Once she had stabilized, our family's next thoughts were to go home, to where we felt safe, to Chicago and to the Chicago hospital where I worked as a hospital administrator. But instead of feeling safe once we got there, the opposite happened. She was admitted over Thanksgiving, so staffing was bare bones. It took 8 hours to get her admission orders written, meaning no medications, no pain meds. And finally, when she was ready to be discharged, there were delays getting her home health set up, meaning she had to stay in the hospital longer than necessary. I thought I was this hero, getting her access to great care. But the operational failures of my hospital made me feel like such a failure. And my job was to make sure patients like her had timely access to inpatient care. And I couldn't even make it happen for my own sister. Thank goodness everything turned out okay in the end for her. But the experience made a huge impact on me. And I vowed to never let this happen again. So I built the tools that my hospital still uses today and founded Medicipher to help other hospitals optimally manage their clinical operations. I'm Stephanie, CEO of Medicipher. My whole background and my whole career is in helping hospitals solve hospital operation challenges. I've surrounded myself with an amazing team to make this happen. Sanjay is an internationally renowned professor of industrial engineering. Saurabh helps us convince hospital CFOs that investing in clinical operations is money well spent. And Steve leads our team of developers and builders. Once our team and I started looking into these challenges on a deeper level, we realized that the experience that my sister had was not unique at all. In fact, all of the issues stem to one core problem, which is around staffing and a misallocation of nursing resources. Having the right number of nurses on staff is critical to safe and effective care delivery. In fact, if a nurse is caring for too many patients, her patients are at increased risk for patient safety events like falls, complications like infections, and even mortality. We talked to nurses across the country, and we heard from them that they were not only concerned that they're managing too many patients on a given hour, but they feel really overworked. And these concerns, if left unaddressed, will lead to burnout and, in the long run, turnover. Adding to these pressures, CFOs of hospitals facing financial uncertainty are looking to reduce costs in order to increase profitability. And because staffing represents 55% of the operating revenue at a hospital, it's a really easy target for cost-cutting measures. As such, clinicians and administrators, they often find their objectives in conflict. However, we believe that effective staffing and right-sized staffing can actually become a competitive advantage for hospitals, helping them deliver improved quality of care for patients, improve the quality of the work environment for their nurses and their staff, and improve the financial bottom line. So this is why we developed a real-time decision tool called Flow, named for Florence Nightingale, who, as many of you might know, was a pioneer in the field of nursing due to her dedication to making patient care rounds at night. Previously not done before, her care would forever change the way hospitals treated their patients, which is exactly what we're trying to do with Flow. Help hospitals optimally deliver the nursing care that's needed at the bedside. Before Flow, the decision to flex staff was really subjective, based on the experience and the intuition of a nurse manager. Flow is changing this by creating objective tools that a nurse manager can integrate into her everyday workflows. Flow works by learning the unique workflow and environment of a hospital to predict the course of action for today and to prescribe flexing recommendation decision supports for that nurse. The nurse then can adjust the recommendation based on her clinical judgment, and that feedback is fed back to the model to improve future recommendations. So Jessica is a nurse manager. She's managing her emergency department nursing staff in a busy emergency department setting. She uses Flow to manage her flex volume. So she'd log into the tool she'd see today. She's gonna be overstaffed by about 61 hours of nursing and patient care tech staff. So she'd quickly scan the operational metrics as well as the projected census. And she's not really that worried about anything, but she sees she's gonna have a lot of new nurses on staff today. This would make her really hesitant about flexing down all 61 hours. So instead, she selects the conservative case and makes any adjustments as needed. Overall, this is saving her 40 hours that she otherwise would have been overstaffed. Jessica loves this tool because of its ease of use, and hospitals love it because of the value that we provide to them. When we implemented this at Northwestern, we saved them $300,000 in overstaffing costs in 1 year for one department. And better than that, we improved their operations, reduced their unmet demand, and enabled them to preserve $1.2 million additional dollars in revenue. So overall, $1.5 million to Northwestern. And during this time, we converted Northwestern from a pilot to a paying customer. So now they're seeing a 10x ROI. We've talked a lot about staffing, and that really only represents one piece of the pie of the greater ecosystem of helping hospitals manage their clinical operations. And we as a company are building product to help hospitals deliver the right care for the right patient in the right setting at the right time, and of course by the right staff. We anticipate building product in all of these 5 areas, and as you can see, we're well on our way to achieving this traction. We're really pleased to announce that we've secured a pilot to implement Flow at 4 hospitals in the Denver Front Range area. So we at Medicipher, we're really excited to bring this transformative technology to hospitals to help them optimize their clinical operations, improve the experience for patients, improve the work environment for nurses, and finally improve the financial bottom line. Thank you.